What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Collective MMA channel. Today, I'm joined by rising MMA prospect and the Ultimate Fighter Season 34 contestant, Mackenzie Mack Judo Stiller. Mackenzie, thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. And how are you doing today?
Thank you for having me, and I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing well, doing well. Glad to have you on the show here. And yeah, I'm looking forward to asking you some questions so we can jump right into it. Um, to start off, I just want to ask, some people may have not seen the Ultimate Fighter before, or they might not have seen the episode from last week yet. So for somebody who hasn't, watched one of your fights before, how would you like describe your style, and what would you tell people to expect from you when the cage door closes?
I would tell them that I'm a very pressure fighter to get in on my takedown and finish them on the ground. So basically, I hunt for the submission, and they should expect me to have a dominant and entertaining uh, finish most times I step into the cage.
Awesome. And yeah, kind of as you like mentioned a little bit there, like you usually looking to finish the fight, which I love to see. And yeah, I mean, between your amateur and professional career, you've won, or out of your 10 victories, 9 of them have been by submission, and 8 of those have been in the first round. Is that something that you're like, yeah, actively thinking about when you're in camp, when you're preparing for the fight, or do they just sort of happen because of your style?
I think it just happens because of my style. Because in camp, I'm thinking of my opponent as like the champion of the world, like that amount of skill. I'm not going into the fight thinking that I'm like gonna dog walk them. I am gonna treat them like world champions, and I'm gonna prepare for world champions like a world champion. And yeah, no, it just happens because of my style, I suppose.
Awesome. Um, Kind of switching directions a little bit here. I've seen a couple of other interviews that you've done in the past, and you mentioned that you don't really watch a whole lot of MMA. So I'm curious, like, what do you like to watch, and what kind of hobbies do you have, like outside of fighting?
I mean, I do like watch it here and there, but I'm never like glued onto it. I like watching anime, funny cartoons. Um, I like kid show cartoons still. Those are pretty cool still. And I don't know, outside of training, I really like to sing, and I like to draw pictures and just spend time with my boyfriend and family.
Nice. What's your favorite anime to watch?
Oh man, I have a few. I really like Demon Slayer. That
Okay.
one was really good. Chainsaw Man, that one's a funny one too. Um, yeah.
Okay. And what kind of music like you like to sing, or what kind of music you like to listen to?
Oh, I listened to about everything besides like screamo or mumble rap. So I got a wide variety of music I like, and I don't know. I just sing to any song I know the words to.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so you find out you're going to the Ultimate Fighter. What was that experience like? What was sort of like going through your head when you found out that information?
Ooh, I felt like blessed. Um, the first thought, and then the second thought was we were already like expecting a call like this, so like we're just like checked off like uh, another win off. And then yeah, it was just uh expected, and we just got to work right away and prepared for it.
Awesome. Once you like got to Vegas, got to the house, like what was kind of most surprising about like being at the house, like being on the show and everything like that, and also like training at the PI, fighting at the Apex? Like, yeah, what was the most interesting thing or surprised you the most?
Um, Not really surprised. I was kind of anticipating like good like training spots, and they had good training spots, like training gear, training equipment, recovery, everything. So I just I kind of guess I was amazed with all the things all the athletes have access to. So that's pretty awesome. Looking forward to that. And
For sure.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like everything I pretty much expected because it was just top notch.
Awesome. And yeah, in the episode with your fight in the episode last week, we saw there was some clips of you training with current UFC champion in your division, Mackenzie Dern. Was there anything specific that you picked up from her, and what was it like training with a champion in your weight class?
Um, she helped me touch up on my omoplata a little bit, so she helped me there. That was nice. And then training with her was good. She was um fun to grapple with, very competitive, and nah, I enjoyed having the privilege to roll with the world champ.
That's awesome. So they do the tryouts. This was the first time on top that there was a few women that didn't end up making it, and you end up being on Team Bisping. Was that the team you were hoping to be on? And from the episode we saw, it looked like there was a lot of emphasis on working on your striking, trying to sharpen up that aspect of your game. And like looking back now, do you think that approach helped your development, or was there something else that you thought would have been more beneficial to spend time on preparing for the fight?
Um, I didn't necessarily care which coach I had at the time, but looking back on it now, I think being on DC's team would have been more beneficial. Um, because just the grappling, I would have been able to do that more. And in my camp, they were limiting me in my game plan basically. And I don't know, it's just I think I would have thrived more on DC's team, but it is what it is, and we just gotta move on from here and grow from it.
Absolutely. I love it. Your fight was the first one so far in the season to go to the sudden death third round. Watching it back now, like what are your overall thoughts on the fight as a whole?
The fight as a whole, I'm not disappointed that I lost. I'm just disappointed how I performed. Like I kind of like had like a blank headspace, kind of performed on autopilot. But even like performing at kind of my worst, I still gave her a run for her money. So it's nice knowing I can do that. But when I perform at my best with my people in in a Maya corner, I know that I'm always going to be performing at my 100% with them.
Totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. Yeah, it's definitely a different experience. Tough is compared to LFA or the contender series and that kind of stuff, right? So totally makes sense. Um, Watching the fight back, like, was there anything that like surprised you, like watching it?
Just how I did not like do the things I normally do, like in training, like any like jujitsu. I learned to get up like every time, and it's just that surprised me because I don't know why I didn't do like what I usually do, but that's about it. And I don't know, surprised on how like I looked compared to how I usually do.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Overall, like just being on this show, like what was the sort of the biggest like lesson you took away from the show that is going to make you a better fighter, like moving forward?
Um, that this was a hard one on me, and once I rebound back from this on the big show, I'm gonna be overcoming a heavy burden, and it's gonna be amazing.
Definitely looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to that. Is there anything about the show that the fans like don't see on TV, or they'd be like surprised to like know? Like I saw in one of your interviews, they mentioned like, yeah, they pretty much had the cameras on you guys the whole time, and you guys had like mics on. Like, is there anything else that people like wouldn't know?
I mean, I was like drawing pictures for people like half the time I was there. So I was doing that. I mean, other than that, I was just doing my normal like eating, doing the workout, sauna, uh, hot tub, and then I would come in, take shower, and draw pictures, whatever, until we have to go.
Okay. How did it work as far as like food? Like, did they just sort of like they just load up the fridge with like groceries and stuff like that, and you guys just cooked on your own, or like how did that work?
Oh, okay, yeah. So we all cooked our own food, and we would actually have a house list, and
Okay.
we could like put whatever food and drink on there, and then very next morning they would have it. We would even ask for like lotion or like eye drops, like things like that, and they would have it for us the very next day. So that was pretty cool.
Interesting.
So people could,
Yeah,
yeah,
interesting. I was curious about that.
yeah, like people would be able to eat like steak 3 times a day every day. It was pretty awesome.
That is pretty awesome. What's one thing about you that people watching the Ultimate Fighter show would never guess?
Um, I don't. I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. I think I was pretty myself on there, you know,
Okay.
the whole
Yeah,
time. So,
for sure. No, that's totally fair. Um, what was the coolest moment that you experienced during filming the show that maybe we did or didn't get to see?
cool. Hmm. I think the coolest. I don't know. Just there's a lot of people like making their own like music and dances, and I think some of it is on the show. But like, there's a lot of people making their own music because we couldn't listen to music, and I think that was pretty cool because it actually sounded good.
Nice. That's awesome. Where can people find you on social media? Like yeah, you have like Instagram, Facebook, anything like that?
Yeah, I have Instagram. It's Mack_JUDO.
Awesome, for sure. Just want to get that out there real quick. And then last question here. What's next for your career? Like what's next for you?
Hmm. Well, we're waiting on a phone call, so we're hoping it's something big. So we'll keep everyone posted. And yeah, it should be coming soon. Should be coming soon.
Awesome. Well, definitely looking forward to seeing that update and following what's next for you in your career. So thank you so much for joining the show. It was an honor getting the chance to interview you. And yeah, I definitely would like to do one down the road and stay in touch if that's okay with you.
Yeah, thank you for having me on, and I would love to come on again.
Awesome. Thank you guys for joining the show. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe, drop a comment, and make sure to go check out Mackenzie on Instagram at Mack_Judo. Definitely keep an eye out for her update coming soon. Thank you guys very much.